Now, complete high school football coverage. This is 10 Sports First and 10. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome into First and 10. Eric Johnson here to help recap what's been quite the grind for Week 9 on the field. Just when you started to write off certain teams, they reminded us of why they are among the best in the state. Let's get started tonight with the trivia question. This Class 2 program captured 4 state titles in a 5-year span. Keep that going through your mind as we jog throughout the entire night. Of course, do not forget to check out the First and 10 section on WSLS.com, your latest scores, highlights, and more. All the scores and, of course, stories you need to keep up with, which brings us to our game of the week, a Pioneer District showdown of undefeated Craig County making a trip to Bath County, of course. We bring in Brooke Leonard now. To say the Rockets have liftoff will be quite the understatement, Brooke. Battle tested as they sit atop the Region 1C.
No doubt, undefeated. I mean, that's impressive. When I talked to Coach Fisher over the summer, he said, we're running the single wing. Yeah. We've definitely become experts at it this summer, and you know what? Undefeated, they've definitely proven it. So let's head to those highlights against Bath. Big test tonight, hoping to break Craig County's winning streak. Jimmy Fisher had his team ready to play. They didn't waste any time. Carter Calfee takes the direct snap, goes up the middle, turns on the afterburners. He goes all the way for the 65-yard touchdown. Craig takes an early 7-0 lead. The Rockets again, except this time from their own 23. Calfee again muscles his way up the middle, sprints to the end zone. That's a 77-yard touchdown. So already he has over 100 yards, Eric.
Wow.
13-0 lead. It looked like Bath County was going to get on the scoreboard on the kickoff return. Walker Randazzo catches the ball, takes it all the way to the house, but a block in the back penalty would cancel out the score. Chargers still down by 13. Craig doing something you don't normally see through the air.
No way.
Right? Noah Paxton hits Jerry Smith in the end zone, 19-yard score. It's 21-0 Rockets. Chargers would try their own air attack. Hunter Kirby rolls out, but the ball is tipped and his pass is picked off by Paxton, who returns it for a touchdown. Craig County, Eric, now 8-0 with the 28-0 win over Bath.
It just means the world for these kids to put in all this work and to have that acknowledged by the fans and by the season, and it's just great for our community. Like I say, it's all historic for us. We've never been 8-0. We've only had 8 wins one other time in school history. This is only our 2nd win ever here in 53 attempts.
That means everything, man. It's awesome. Never been in this position before. It's a feeling I've never had, and we love it. We're having fun. We're having a great time, and we're ready for the next one.
We played every play, too. We fought hard.
So including tonight's win, the Rockets have served 4 shutouts this season as they continue to sit atop the Pioneer District and Region 1C standings. Eric?
All righty, thank you, Brooke. Let's go to the Mountain Empire, where Giles was looking to remain perfect on the road at Grayson County. Spartans have owned this matchup the past few years. Down to Independence we go for this one. Grayson County getting it started. Sophomore running back Dezion Thompson taking a handoff to his left, cuts back upfield, shakes off would-be tacklers, and that's a 25-yard rushing touchdown. 7-0 Grayson County lead. How about the senior Jalen Miller for Giles taking the snap, runs to his right, and dives in for a 5-yard score. 7-6 is the score. Thompson back on the attack, waltzes in untouched. 14-6 Grayson County. 7 seconds left in the half. Giles on the 1-yard line trying to tie it up. Antonio Wilcoxon, his pass picked off by Maverick Gold. He took it back 50 yards to midfield. 14-6. Grayson County goes on to get the win.
Kids played hard. We played physical. Giles has got a great football team. I probably should have kicked a field goal on that last one, but I was trying to send a message to our kid, and I had a stupid play call, and they stopped us. But kids were resilient and played hard all night. It's a great football game.
Other scores for you: Narrows over Eastmont 47-16. And, of course, the Galax George Wythe game was canceled, so that goes as a forfeit by virtue of George Wythe. In the Three Rivers, it appears Glenver is the team to beat. The undefeated Highlanders have served 5 shutouts this season. Patrick County trying to avoid being the next. Jimmy Johns must have been on the mind of everyone at Highlanders heaven tonight because it was a freaky fast start. We are in the red zone. Brody Doyot rolls out, hits Cooper Mullins. How about a 7-0 advantage already? After the defense forced a 3 and out, back to work. Doyot's going to go to his left, looks and finds a sliding Jace Forster touchdown here, 14-0 lead. But wait, there's more. Doyot on the keeper, slicing through the defense, 38-yard trot for the touchdown. But how about some defense from Glenver? The Cougars looking for a spark. Jaden Corns is going to fumble as he was hit, and it's a scoop and score for Doyot. Glenver rolls 56-6 at home tonight. Coming off a bye week, James River back in action hosting Floyd County. Buffalo suffered their first loss of the season in a shootout with Carroll County. The Knights celebrating senior night on this cold October evening with the regular season, of course, nearing its end. Buffaloes, however, coming off strong in the first half. In the first quarter, Sam Phillips' diving touchdown made it 7-0. Later, pinned back at the 1-yard line, look at Gavin Benz using his speed to keep the Knights' offense going in stride. However, but the Buffs' offense was just as good. Phillips to Gabe Hollett, who taps it to Jack Leroy. Snagged it out of the air, drives it down the field. That led to a touchdown on a 14-0 lead. Hollett gets in on the scoring. It's 21-0 at halftime. Knights put up a fight in the second half, but the Buffaloes get the win 28-21. In Southside, Basset made a trip to Martinsville. Bengals quarterback David Cook, we know what he can do. Check out the long pass to Keelan Price Kent. That's going to set up a sweet touchdown for Basset, and the beneficiary of it was Caden Snyder. 7-0 lead in the first quarter, capping off the drive here. Martinsville coming right back. Jalen Reynolds with some damage on the ground. In fact, this is a house call. 7-7 ball game at this point, but Basset was simply too dominant on offense. Cook is going to connect with KPK yet again. 28-7 at halftime. Somebody find a compass. Find a man wide open there. Bulldogs had some bark late with a touchdown by way of Finney, but Basset wins it 51-14.
Took it to us the first quarter. They punched us in the mouth, but I just told my guys, calm down. Hey, let's start executing. Let's start playing our game, and let's do what we know what we came here to do. I'm always proud of these guys, but when you come out here and you come to Martinsville and you do what we did tonight, that's always a big thing for us. I just feel like we've been a little inconsistent this year, but tonight we righted the ship, and we're going into our bye week.
From Thursday night, Carroll County over Radford 49-34 for the first time in school history. Allegheny overcoming Riverheads tonight 36-29. Fort Defiance over Rockbridge 54-7. Sometimes the road ahead seems impossible to travel, but if the will outweighs the worry, go all gas and no brakes. That's all Roanoke Catholic knows. When we come back, see if the Celtics could put together back-to-back wins as they visited SMLCA. And a big Blue Ridge battle with Lord Botetourt and William Byrd to recap. And Magna Vista has been unstoppable all season. Nothing new as they hosted Tunstall, plus this.
We're the Bath County Cheerleaders. Stay tuned for more First and 10 coming up next.
Welcome back. It's been a rough welcome to the VHSL ranks for SMLCA, but the Ospreys always put up a fight, even with a pesky Roanoke Catholic team in town. In fact, they can try and defend their home turf as best they can, but the Celtics were rather hungry tonight. Roanoke Catholic gets the ball first in the second half. LaRon Lippert, deep bomb. Check out the catch by Raheem Lippert. 26-7 is your score. Ospreys trying to stay in the fight. Jacob maybe floats a pass, caught by Bruce Phillips in the end zone for the score. Now on the kick return, Marcus Panell will hurdle a man, change direction, and take it all the way to the end zone. Another Roanoke Catholic touchdown that made it 45-14. Lippert would score off a direct snap later. And how about Roanoke Catholic running away with this one, 61-21, the final score from Manita.
Our plan was to pass early and then go to our running game late in the game for the second half. And we went to our running game and it worked.
I think we have 15 on the team, so it's just a brotherhood. And we go out there, we play for each other, and it's no better environment than that. Friday night, we just play for each other, and we get to go against all these other teams, compete.
And other dogwood scores for you tonight. Dan River over Nelson County. Gretna 64-6 over Chatham, while Appomattox County topped William Campbell 57-6. How about Northwood over Rural Retreat from the Hogahegie 32-16. Chilhowie over Rye Cove 25-14. As we move to our breakdown game, we welcome Brooke Leonard back to the fold. And Brooke, you had a front row seat to a big battle in the Blue Ridge, Lord Botetourt at William Byrd. This one always has some special intrigue to it.
Dating at least two back when I was in high school. I remember these games. It was rowdy. They're not only district foes, but regional foes as well, having met in the playoffs the last 2 seasons. But of course, it is bigger than the game. Tonight, they were honoring these two. Lord Botetourt's Dalton Close and William Byrd's Cam Epsimung, both battling cancer, and honorary captains for the matchup. Lord Botetourt gets to the end zone first. Quentin Jones punching it in, extra points blocked, and it's 6-0. Still first quarter at 7-6 Byrd, and they're scoring again. Gray Matthews with the 8-yard TD. Terriers staying in control until half, leading 28-21. With their lucky socks on, Lord Botetourt on the verge of taking the lead with 3 unanswered touchdowns. Angel Rigney scampers in to take a 35-28 lead for the Cavs, but Byrd will answer from the 3-yard line. Jamez Toller making a man miss. Takes it 97 yards, ties the game up 35 all. 2 to go on 1st and 10. Jones to the far corner of the end zone, but a bad snap will make the PAT no good. 41-35 LB. Terriers turn, 30 seconds and ticking on the clock. Cannon Lutz over the middle to Stephen Byers. The extra point is good. Defense holds, and William Byrd will win this one 42-41.
They're just a resilient group. You know, they're a young group who are learning as we go. We had a tough loss last week, and they put that behind them really, really quick, which is something I know our coaching staff is really proud of. But to bounce back and play as well as we did tonight, overcome some obstacles and some adversity. It's just a good football team good football game between 2 really good teams. And I was proud of our players for making one more play than they did.
All right, over in North Roanoke County, just a hop, skip, and a jump as William Fleming played at Northside. Colonels building some late season momentum, Brooke.
Absolutely. And our reigning 1st and 10 player of the week, Zy Steelman, has helped carry the load, rushing for nearly 600 yards in the past 2 games. Let's head to the highlights. The Northside band trying to fire up the crowd for visiting Blue Ridge District rival Fleming. It was all defense early with the Colonels. Jameer Clark pulling in an interception to stymie the Vikings offense, but Northside answered right back. Christopher King returned the favor, keeping the game scoreless through the first quarter. In the second, Fleming put together a solid drive, capped with Davion Faulkner providing the sound and the fury from 7 yards out. The Vikings blocked the extra point to keep it at a 6-0 deficit, but Fleming rolled in the second half 26-0. Let's head to the Blue Ridge District over in Franklin County and Stanton River. Eagles versus Eagles. Stanton River starting with the ball, handoff to Zachariah Craighead, who will fumble the ball, and Franklin County going to scoop and recover, setting up for Winston Davenport for the deep touchdown pass to Quincy Pruitt Ramsey. Franklin County up 7-0. Stanton River will punch right back. Handoff goes to CJ Locklear, and he outruns the Eagles defense for a touchdown. 7-6 after a missed 2-point conversion, but Franklin County will come out with the win tonight, 33-22. We move to the River Ridge now, where Salem had a tough matchup tonight against Pulaski County.
Yeah, you know, it's no secret. They're young in a lot of key positions, but as we know, with a Don Holter-led team, this team always has a desire to win, and they're simply going to try and do that, and they did that tonight. The kiddos, of course, pumped up for this one. We're in the second quarter. Cougars trailing 17-7 when Bryant Nottingham calls his own number. Nothing on the right, bounces back left, scores it 17-14 at halftime. Second half, Spartans back on the attack. The handoff is going to go to Jordan McCadden. Yes, the return of the Mac. J-Mac himself puts Salem in the lead 24-14. And the bell on the sideline rung quite a lot tonight. Pulaski back in the red zone. Carter Wilson on a 3rd down trying to find the end zone. Salem defense led by Jamari Harrison holds into a field goal. Spartans surge from there, 45-23 final. County rivals clashed, Cave Spring versus Hidden Valley in the battle for Bogle. On the first play from scrimmage, the toss play for the Knights goes awry. Cam Wilson couldn't get the pitch Titans defense recovers, but to no avail. The Knights managed to make it down the field on the next drive. Jaden Hollins hands it off to Madden Babick, scores it 7-0 lead. At the end of the first quarter, Knights back in the red zone. This time, it's going to be J.R. Murphy, 14-0 score. Into the second from the 30-yard line. Hollins is going to find Cam Wilson with the over-the-shoulder catch. Watch the concentration as he pings the ball on his thigh for the catch and touchdown, 36-0. Cave Spring roll. From Thursday night, Blacksburg had no issues against rival Christiansburg. Luke Mann scored 3 first-half TDs for the Bruins as they beat the Blue Demons for the first time since 2018, 42-13. Other scores from the Seminole District: Glass over Amherst. Brookville put up a fight against LCA but fell short, 33-19. Heritage blanks Liberty, 63-0. Russburg JF, of course, that ends in a forfeit by virtue of JF. Down in the Piedmont, Magna Vista has looked sharp as attack all year. 7-0 as it hosted Tunstall.
Yeah, equally as impressive. Each win has been by double digits, literally leaving no doubt. Tonight was a high-scoring homecoming for Magna Vista in the hole, starting off with back-to-back touchdowns by Tay and MJ Scott. Warriors had a quick 13-0 lead. Tunstall responding with a launcher down the sideline to Aiden Taunton, followed up with a well-placed 2-point conversion to the Caden Pritchett. 13-8, but that would be it for the Trojans. Magna Vista dominates 62-8. Let's check out some scores. Mecklenburg falls to GW Danville 64-10. North Cross versus St. Christopher School tomorrow at 2:30. We'll have the scores at 6.